First started fishing Horton Church Lake in the spring of 2017. My brother had fished it the previous year before and had some cracking results out of there. And it's a lake that I've always wanted to fish. It's steeped in history and it's near enough in every carp fishing book and magazine I've read over the years. So it's always been on my bucket list to fish, and at the moment it's absolutely stacked with some absolutely massive fish. The lake itself is about 15 acres in size. It's quite deep, it goes from 18 to 20 foot in places. As a stock of carp between 70 to 80 carp, I'd say. We've got a big head of 30 pounders, equally sort of similar head of 40 pounders, and at this moment in time there's 4 different 50 pound plus fish in this lake, which is absolutely phenomenal, to be fair. I've also got great facilities here at Horton. I've got a newly built lodge on the side of the lake, a cracking bunch of lads on the lake that all come round when you have a decent fish and are equally as elated as yourself to have a big one, and I love all that. It's really, really nice bit of camaraderie between the anglers. What I do like most about the lake is the challenges it brings, especially in the summer months when the weed gets up. You get a fair bit of angling pressure on the lake and the fish become very, very cute. And if you combine this all together with the massive fish that are in here, the anticipation of getting a take is just unbelievable. As I've said before, Horton's a very iconic lake, and in the past it's seen the likes of Dave Lane fishing it, and more recent times Dave Levy's absolutely smashed it. And as a mainline user myself, I knew I was onto a winner using my current approach that I use in most waters. I've used lots of mainline baits over the years, but since its release I've stuck with mainly just one bait, and that's the cell. The reason for that is I've simply caught on the cell everywhere I've taken it, and coming onto Horton, the likes of Dave Levy, Greg Ellis have already introduced it in big amounts into the lake, and it's one of them baits that nearly every lake in the country has seen a bit of it. The fish have already got on it. That may sound like a long time for the fish to get caught on the same bait, but the cell really does disprove the theory that baits can blow over time. What do I mean about baits blowing? Well, I'm a bit of an old school angler, and back in the day we used to introduce a bait to a lake for a first season. The second season we'd catch pretty much the majority of the carp out of the lake, and then the third season they seemed to get wary of it and then the bait would blow. But the cell disproves that theory. It's more of a modern bait, full of active ingredients that's highly digestible, and the fish almost see it as a food source, and they keep getting caught on it time and time again, and the results just get better and better and better. A good example of this is my first session on Horton. I arrived at the lake and it was very, very busy, and I was a bit stuck for swims, so I went onto the north bank and ended up going in a swim called the Blank. My initial approach, I was a bit in awe to be on the lake, to be honest. I had to sort of pinch myself to think I was on the iconic Horton Church Lake. I introduced a couple of kilos of bait, got my rods out at some nice spots and just sat back to take it all in. But I ended up with 5 fish off that session, up to 34 pounds. So the cell was working straight from the off. As spring entered summer, my results just kept coming and coming, and I was having big hits of fish with 4 fish, 5 fish. My best result was 7 fish in one session, and I started getting amongst the bigger fish. I had a fish called Alfie at 43 pound, a fish called Buddha at 47 pound. And my approach was very simple, just using a throwing stick, getting a good spread of bait around the lake, giving the fish the food source that they needed, and my results just seemed to get better and better and better. I'm approaching the end of my first season now in Horton, and I've accumulated 29 carp from the lake. I've had 15 30s, 8 40s to 47 pound, and I've been blessed and blown away to have 2 of the magical 50 pound fish, one called Fingers at 51 and one called Scar at just over 50 pound. It's been an amazing season, and to be fair, it's absolutely blown me away. In a couple of weeks' time I'll be renewing my ticket for my second season on Horton, and guess what? I will not be changing my approach one little bit. I'm 100% confident in using this cell, which is what you need on a tricky venue like Horton. It's a piece of the puzzle I don't have to work out, so why change a winning formula? I've been catching carp on freezer baits from Mainline for many years now, and I'm sure I will for many more years to come.